Hi and welcome to this week's vlog. We've got a guest special for you today. We've got Matt on from Phoenixx here to talk about the upcoming compilation, and we've also got Si on as well.
Yes, welcome back.
Thank you. I was on the podcast last time, wasn't I?
Yeah, of course, yes.
Video time this time. Whee.
Yeah.
Sweet, thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Yeah, so we've got lots of news today, lots of Phoenixx news. Like really exciting compilation coming out.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to hearing about that. But before we go into that, Brexit, do you think we should have another referendum?
Definitely.
I don't, actually.
I think when the first referendum was out and stuff, people didn't really understand what Brexit was.
It was said that it was a one-off and the people voted to leave.
Seems like the whole country's in a bit of turmoil at the moment, so we just need to regather.
It's not the best of three, so you know, if you can't keep going until you get the answer you want.
It's going on all the time and it gets a bit depressing sometimes.
But now I think, especially with Theresa May, like what she's doing now, like the whole no deal Brexit and stuff like that, you know, people have more understanding of like it's actually a thing that is going to happen.
So yeah, that's what you guys thought. What do you think, Matt? What's your thoughts on Brexit?
I think initially I didn't think it was very much a good idea, and I was quite concerned that there was going to be kind of like a bit of it was going to pander a little bit too much to kind of any kind of like nationalist sort of sentiment, and I felt like that kind of happened. You know, and a lot of it was all kind of fear-based, and then the worst thing is it's all kind of come about. It seemed like nobody actually wanted to deal with it. You know, like obviously Cameron resigned, and then you've got like nobody wanted to sort of take over, and then May takes over, who was a Remainer at the time, you know, before that. I'm sick of hearing about it. I'm sick of hearing where it's like it doesn't seem like it's kind of going anywhere.
But have you ever, like before Brexit and everything, have you ever, as a British person, have you ever actually felt European, or have you always just felt, I'm just British? No,
I felt European. I never kind of like really understood why people are kind of chasing after this kind of like sort of national identity. This, you know, I think there's definitely where people have kind of confused patriotism with kind of almost like a nationalist view of wanting to separate from. You know, I always wanted to kind of be included within Europe. It doesn't seem to be such a big issue like in Europe as much as it is here. I feel like Britain's very much obsessed with this idea of Brexit, yet I don't think people really know what it is or what it means or what it stands for.
Now on to some Phoenixx news. Lots of Phoenixx news to come.
Yeah.
First on the agenda is the compilation.
Yep.
So
we've managed to get one sorted now. Definitely, I've been working on it for a while. But yeah, we've managed to get about sort of 10 tracks worth on this first compilation. There's a good range of like local sort of stuff, or Staffordshire University affiliated bands on there, which is pretty exciting. You know,
right, is it like a mixture of genres, or...?
It's mostly band related, yeah, but there's kind of like a broad mix between sort of just alternative rock to, there is a punk band on there, and then there's also a sort of metal as well, like a bit of heavy metal but yeah, all the bands are brilliant. It's well worth checking out. Really excited to kind of get it out. Yeah, awesome, very excited.
any bands that you particularly like, or
yeah,
should look out for?
I think we've managed to kind of like get a track from a band called Goya, that are a pretty decent, like sort of experimental local rock band, and I think that song's called Prophecy. They're always quite an interesting band. I think they're instrumental, so they don't have any singing. We've got a punk band called Bypass Run from Stafford, fairly local. They sort of gig around the local area. They're pretty fun to listen to. They're a nice bunch of lads as well. You know, so it's nice to get them on there and sort of help share the exposure a little bit for them. We've got a wide range. I think we've got another band on there that's pretty heavy called Who Killed the World.
I like the name.
It's quite dystopian sounding, isn't it, I suppose? But yeah. No, but they're really tight, really tight live, and I think they'll be playing. It's a while away yet, but I think one of the bands I'm in is playing a gig with them at the Rigger in Newcastle in April, at the end of April. So more details on that like when that comes up. But if you know, have a listen on the compilation. If you like them, go and see them at the Rigger kind of thing.
So when is it likely to be out? Is it out now?
Not yet. It will
Not
be.
yet.
It will be out on the 13th of Feb. I've got
Okay.
it all sort of arranged. We just got to sort of wait for it to be processed by stores. But it'll be on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Play, whatever, Google Play, all those sort of stores. So
We're gonna have a launch party or anything like that?
We've got a launch party.
Oh, do
yeah,
we?
yeah.
Awesome.
That's next on the agenda, in fact.
Oh, really?
So yeah.
Brilliant.
yeah. How did you guess? There will be more on that soon. I think it's been rearranged to maybe March, but we're not sure. I'm not 100% sure on the date just yet.
Will the bands all be playing?
Trying to get about 3 or 4
Oh, okay.
maybe
That's
from
great.
there sort of to perform. That'd be great. But yeah, I think it will be hopefully at the Underground unless that venue changes. I'm not sure, but the Underground in Hanley, that'd be the place. I think.
Awesome.
Really cool. All right, well, I look forward to that. Yeah, so more Phoenixx news coming up. The next event we got is the Vibrations event on the 21st of February at the Verve. So we've mentioned that before. So that's £3 on the door, kicking off from about 9 till about 1. So yeah, just come down and see us. Hopefully we'll be about. We might be there with our cameras. I don't know.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
There's another event that we're expecting somebody to come and tell you a bit more about it today. But it's the Valentine's Acoustic Night. Apparently, it's a laid back, event. You can more like an open mic thing. So they are welcoming artists just to come and have a drink and have a sense out, basically.
Yeah.
And they have a few prizes to win.
Okay.
And that's at the Verve on Valentine's Day, 14th of February, from 7 till 11 p.m.
Great.
So yeah.
So if you want to serenade, your other half, or someone you like, you want to kind
or
of
sing to them or something. Getting all romantic.
Yeah, definitely. And also, we got the coffee house sessions start on the 11th. So that's next Monday.
That's
That's
Darren's
Darren's thing, yeah. So that went really well. That was really successful last year. So yeah, check that out. That'll be really good.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I think that's about it, isn't it? Apart from, we've got one more special guest to introduce to you, and that is Si Waite.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Si Waite. Si, so we were talking about you the other day on this vlog.
Yes, I heard.
Yeah,
Thank you. That was lovely.
It was terrible. We were crying. Adam was crying so big. Trying to comfort him. He was hysterical. But yeah, so I just thought, wow, since you're almost gone, taken from us,
disappearing. As we speak.
So I thought I'd bring you in just to personally say thank you so much for everything that you've done for us.
Thank you.
And for me personally as well, because been with you here for nearly 4 years, basically. So thank you very much from everybody. And we thought maybe chat to you about your experience here at Staffordshire.
Yeah.
Anything, any final audio processing advice.
Yeah. Wow, audio back in the days of audio processing, which is amazed you remember because it's now recording studio production. But that was the first module I taught on with a guy called Ben Ramsey.
Oh yes.
Do you remember Ben?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
Been
so
here for ages.
yeah.
Before my time.
So yeah, Ben's now at Bath Spa, and I'm following in the same kind of direction, but not stopping, overshooting Bath a little
Why
bit.
are you leaving us?
Well, because I've been here for so long,
You're fed up.
and it's there was only a couple of places that it would ever really tempt me away. I think from staffs, and I've always loved the Southwest. It's my favourite part of the country. I spent a lot of time in South Devon, and so really I was looking at better weather, and beaches, and and sailing and stuff like that, and just slightly different pace of life, different environment. I'm a big nature lover as well, and so Cornwall just offers So many
Okay.
fantastic, places, environments
Wonderful.
where
Good for family,
can
I
be in
suppose, as
that.
well.
Great for family. I've got an 8-year-old who is so excited to be moving.
Oh, really?
So
Wow.
excited, cannot
That's
wait.
Really good.
And then it's just a good time for family. You think, am I going to stay in one place forever? Am I going to work in one place forever? You get in your 40s and you have these thoughts and think, well,
You want a
if
bit
I
of
don't
change.
do it in the next little while, that could be it, So
So,
somehow the offer came up and I was genuinely gobsmacked. It's thought about it for about 5 minutes.
I thought you were going to say about 5 months.
No, a bit longer than 5 minutes, but it felt like the right thing. It wasn't just my decision as well; it's my family's decision. So but it's full on. It's daunting, but it's good
That's
to
still more
to
exciting,
quote
though.
myself in one of my songs, which I got from somewhere else. But it's good to be a little bit scared. Doing scary things is good. Doing these
it
things
is
that stretch you.
challenging yourself, scaring
Yeah.
yourself, basically.
I think getting into safe routines, time can really fly when you're doing the familiar things a lot, and one day blends into the next, a week blends into the next, months blend into the next, and so to do kind of something really different and something really quite outrageous, it really slows time down and fills life up. I find, which is only a good thing.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and
cheers.
hopefully we're gonna wrap this up soon and then join you for the drinks.
Great,
At the
excellent. I'll
Emerald
see you
Road.
there.
Well, big thanks to Si for coming on, and it'd be a real shame to see him go. So we're gonna go down and have a pint in a bit, I think, aren't we? Well,
Yes.
I will anyway.
What a way to wrap up our
yeah,
vlog of
great.
the week, right?
Brilliant. So all that's left to say is watch out for the podcast. Have a little listen to last week's if you've not caught that yet. But the next one will be out next week, next Monday. Is that right?
Yeah, next Monday. So on that note, thank you so much for joining us again, and do not forget to subscribe, and we'll see you soon.
Okay. See you soon. Cheers.
Bye.